How you doing, everybody? It's your favorite gearhead, Mr. Logic himself. And make sure this is your first time. You hit that like and subscribe button. Let me introduce my lovely co-host.
Hey guys, it's your girl Nate. Hello, yellow. It's been a minute. I missed you guys.
It's been a long minute. We've been down and out. A lot of things been happening. I'm happy that you guys are tuning in with us, man. So, without no further ado, this is one thing for sure, two things for certain. Let's get it on.
You didn't do the pause. One thing's for sure.
This is one thing for sure, two things for certain.
Whatever. Let's go.
See,
in the intro.
So, as we go, we got to keep tradition on, So, how was your week, love?
Okay.
All right, that was the end of the
That's the end
of the bit.
Oh my god, guys, he's been doing that voice for like 5 minutes now before we went live, and I'm like, oh, you should do it. The intro. Okay, you know
It's
what?
not that bad.
I take it back. I take it back.
How is it that bad?
I take it back.
My mannerism.
I take it back.
My mannerism is like Wonder Bread with mayo.
Please
okay,
stop.
it just goes together. But you know what? I can't really deal with that shit because that thing is real. Listen, I can never talk like that. But now I'm all jacked up. You see what
Cut
you do?
it out.
Cut it out. Wow.
I forgot where that's from, guys. Where's that from? I feel like it's giving Jim Carrey, is it?
But I do want to make a statement. I'm extremely proud today. This is a shout out to my homegirl, the homie Lexi, yo. She passed her bar exam. So, with that being said, mama, yo, I'm so fucking proud of you, yo. Shout out to you. You literally got it out the mud. This girl has been grinding her ass off.
Yo, congrats. I can imagine. The bar?
She got it out of the mud. She didn't get no pass. She earned everything that she got. So I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. Mad love, yo. I got you. Can't wait to see you at the top. Be safe tonight.
Yeah.
Love you. How was your week, yo?
Bro, it's been, I don't know how long it's been since last we went live. I feel like it's been 2 weeks, but it's felt like 3. It felt like forever. A
lot's happened.
A lot has happened. Jason was on a cruise. I'm just moving. I've moved. And I've literally, that meme where it's like all you had enough was for a down payment.
Yep.
And you're sitting down eating a couple noodles. Yeah, that's me.
You on the air mattress yet?
No. Jason.
Listen, my bad. See, now you got me with the accent again. No, but on a serious note, hey, thank you, Nancy. Welcome back. We glad to be back, yo. Like it's been something. I'm so happy for you. You see the faces she's making right now? Talk about exaggerating. You think my accent is bad? Her acting is worse.
Stop. It's been a minute when I'm coughing because Jason's vaping in the room.
Listen, I'm quitting soon. I'm actually down to 5% nicotine.
That's literally. Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. All up in the Kool-Aid, don't even know the flavor.
No, you're right. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm honestly this week, bro. This past few weeks.
Been tough.
Like I said, yeah, I'm that meme. Just give them a couple noodles. No, but luckily I already had my mattress from when I was living in my parents' house. So I have a mattress, luckily. A lot of hand-me-downs. That's very muy importante.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to a mattress, I wouldn't want a hand-me-down. The only hand-me-down I would accept is like from an old person.
I don't mean my mattress is a hand-me-down. My mattress is mine that I bought years ago. But I mean like other furniture.
Yours.
Oh, yeah.
It's yours. Like, that's okay. It's yours.
Like, we're expecting like a hand-me-down dining room table and I think a couch. That's not that bad.
I got some chairs if you want them.
What kind of chairs?
I don't know.
Thanks.
I'll
take them.
Fair enough.
Good.
Get rid of them. I don't want them. And they're nice too. They're not like fucked up or whatnot.
Well, then send me a picture. I want to know what they look like.
I just got them. I just found out when I got back. My mom took them in, so I was like, okay, we don't need these. But
wait, she took them in from someone else, so they're not yours?
Yeah,
so somebody was moving. Hand-me-downs?
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna pass the buck, yo. So. Woo. With that being said, you got your apartment, yo. Like, how does that fucking feel?
But honestly, like, I'm being so dead ass right now. There has been so much change going on in my life that the only change that I'm really focusing on is passing my final exam for my class. Because as you guys may know, I was involved in a car accident, just fighting with the guy's insurance company, moving. Barely not having any furniture or even stuff to organize the stuff that I already had, spending a ton of money on fucking groceries. Who would have thought,
Welcome. This is
Like,
just to give you a heads up. This is
adult life.
Nah, this is just your 30s. It gets
Bruh.
worse from there. It's like a fucking roller coaster that just doesn't stop.
Yo, all the while like all this happened while I'm still in my spring semester and my finals coming up in a few days, and I'm just so nervous. Like I need to pass this class. And I still have one more other class I have to take in the summer before I officially graduate. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of it. I just want to graduate. I want to be done with it.
I feel you on that.
It's been way too long.
I feel you. My week, woo, my week has been very challenging. Very challenging.
Yours is probably more interesting because you were on a cruise.
I was on a cruise, and I listen. Look here. I ate and I gained weight. I fucking ate, man. When I say I ate, I was eating free food. Yeah, I had grits. I had eggs. I had bacon. I had fucking, what do you call them? Potato hash browns.
Wait, a little side note for everyone wondering. Yes, you are correct. Jason is wearing blue contacts. Look dead in the eye. Right there in the center. Open your eyes.
They're from Cyberpunk, and I like them.
Sponsor.
Yeah. Don't be jealous. It is what it is.
You're wondering, is that Logic with blue eyes? Yes, you are correct.
They're not blue. They're clouds.
Whatever. You look like an anime character.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment. It's
welcome.
nice.
Anyways, about your cruise.
All right. So on the cruise, for y'all don't know, man, I really felt my age on this one. And the reason I felt my age on this one, I'm thinking, I'm going to wild out and shit. Nah. I ain't built like that no more, I just wanted to chill. I snuck my bottle on. So, I had my bottle of scotch and whatnot. Yeah. Because them drink packages is expensive as shit.
Yo, they really fucking are. Guys, for those of you who don't know, like going on a cruise, like specifically Royal Caribbean, I don't know about other cruises, but I'm pretty sure they're like the same. If you rent out a room with someone else who's over 18, like both of you are over 18 and you buy a drink package, forcefully, whether that person drinks or not, you will pay for 2 drink packages.
Yeah.
If you're over 18, I'm so sorry. Over 21, I apologize. If both parties in one room are over 21 and buy a drink package, it will be called Jason.
See, what happened was, but on the cruise, it was dope. I got the vibe out with my pops, catch up on times, which was really essential to me.
That's good.
I got to chill with my cousin Debbie. What up? I missed her like crazy. Let me tell you something. That was my partner in crime. Yo, Debbie, I love you, I got the vibe with my sisters. We actually it's like you get to escape. You get what I'm saying? The horrible part.
Your favorite cousin, I can imagine. I don't know if she's your favorite cousin. That's just like a meme thing.
You just made it awkward.
You never heard of that meme where it's like when you're at a family function and you and your favorite cousin are just like fucking shit up?
Yeah, but I don't want to say she's my favorite cousin because that's going to start problems.
You didn't. I said that because it's like a meme thing.
You putting words in my mouth.
All right, guys, I'm putting words in Jason's mouth. He didn't say it. I said it.
But Debbie is the down ass one. Listen, if you need to hide a body, that's who I'm calling. Straight up. If I need to get bailed out, I know I could call her and ain't going to get out. Anyone else, I can't say the same.
Period.
But with that being said, we were vibing out, They did the silent DJ party, which was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that the one with the headphones?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
nice.
dope. I mean, it's definitely different now. Karaoke was a blast. There were some people who could sing. They had me feeling like I was at a concert. I was like, damn, that girl can sing.
If I sign up for a karaoke, just like, shits and giggles, and everyone who's ever gone sing, I'm be like, I'm dropping out. That's
no. that shit had me singing in the shower trying to get practice.
Did you sing?
No, It was always like, you couldn't because it was always loaded up. Like people, the karaoke was the biggest thing. They had salsa night. I was dancing bachata by myself, me, myself, and I. I'm like, see.
Oh, dropped your keys.
What? See,
alone, but because you wanted to. Because I know.
Listen, I like to
people
dance.
Hitting you up.
Okay, so yes, about that, So with that being said, let's go into.
Don't skip over that subject.
Let me tell you something. When you're on a cruise, yo, be mindful, yo. Like, it's a dope environment. You know, I'm not so crazy on the whole drinking, getting fucked up, but I did the zip lining, which was dope. I sat in the jacuzzi. You know, I went to the gym and I did acupuncture.
You did? How was that experience?
I did the electrical one. So, like, they put, like, you know, they stick you with the thing and then they ran electricity through, got my nerves jumping again. I don't really think it worked, but again, you have to wait like 5 days for full results. So I got one more day to go and then we'll see if it worked. I'm not sure if it did. I'm not sure if it
So what was like, what was like the main thing to get out of it?
Pain relief.
Pain relief. Did you have any pain relief?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, it worked? Yeah. No, that's the thing. It didn't. It kind of made it kind of worse because I was all tight and tense. And then also I walked a lot because we went to Curacao, we went to Aruba, we went to Jamaica. And let me tell you guys something, man. You don't understand how privileged we are till you go to another country. Straight up. The food was amazing, but the environment, put it like this. I went to Starbucks over there in Aruba. What would have normally cost me like $15 cost me $5. Like that's what really blew. Like the currency exchange is so crazy. I'm telling you guys, like that shit, bro. I kind of want to just.
But that's like U.S. dollars though, because I can imagine what the the economy is over there. Like how much you work and you get paid to how much things cost. Like.
Yeah. So check this out. So yeah, the karaoke lines be long as shit. You ain't lying, bro. You ain't not lying. So I got the currency right. So we put the U.S. dollar and Aruba, they use Netherlands. So $1, let's just say $1 over there, a U.S. dollar is $1.79 in Aruba. So your dollar is pretty powerful. And then even Curacao is even more.
So, Tukasa said the karaoke night be line. What?
be long as shit.
Whatever.
But yo, that's another thing. When I say people can sing, I mean, that girl good, man. Like she had me feeling like Whitney Houston still alive, yo. I was like, My cousin Debbie's like, sing, girl, sing. Sing, girl, sing. I was like, damn, girl, shut the fuck up.
She's a hype girl.
But she was hyping her up because it's like, yo, it's something when somebody can sing, it hypes you up. It makes you feel
it moves
like
your soul.
Exactement. Which is, Creole and the food. Yo, listen, when I said I ate, so at the formal dinner, in case you guys don't know, they give you the menu. You could order as many dishes as you want. It's already paid for.
Yeah.
So allow me to say, yo, I got 2 escargots. I got crab cakes. I had 2 main courses. The only thing I didn't really order is dessert because, I don't care for that shit. But man,
that's the best part.
I ate, man.
Roberto says, holla fam.
Listen here, dog. I hit you up and you basically I'm at the airport. I'll hit you back. You didn't hit me back up. This is your fault. Don't be mad at me because you did it. No. That's not how this works. Okay. All right. I did my dues. I love you though. But with that being said,
it's not fair having a one-sided argument with someone who can't answer back.
Don't. He'll blow up my phone. Don't do that.
On live.
Yeah. So, I mean, most of all, I just want to say, yo, I had a good experience.
I'm so glad. That was the most important part is you having fun.
Yeah. Like, I want to say, it was a way to disconnect. Don't get it twisted. Like, you know what I'm going through. So there's a lot of shit on my mind. But now it put things in order for me and it allowed me to decompress. And the only thing that made me sad is like when you get back, that's when reality hits. You're like, fuck,
yes, you're planning your next cruise, which is what you're already doing.
Yeah, like I'm going on another one in October. So mind you, I'm going to upload a whole bunch of content for y'all. Y'all going to love it. And I went through the hood. I had to get lost. I had to because you got the tourist side and then.
Yeah, you could get lost.
Well, yeah, you'll get abducted.
Yeah.
I mean, you can scream, right? I'm joking.
Yeah, because that's gonna work.
Scream fire. I mean, if you go with your mans will protect you.
I guess you're right. It's just the whole point is like, I never put myself in a situation where.
When I think about that shit is crazy though. Like that has to suck when you really have to think about where you go and whatnot. I'm sorry that you have to. But if we ever chill, we can go wherever. And if I'm scared, you better run because I don't get scared.
Stop it, guys. if I'm in a bro, like, and Lewis said it perfectly because the guys went to Vegas, and so it's Bert, Jason, two big dudes, and Lewis, and he's like, yeah, I felt super safe, this and that. I can only imagine if you see the look on Jason and Bert's face. Let's say you guys are scared because you're like, oh shit, run. That's it. You're like, you know what? There's no point in running. God, take me now.
Damn, like that? You're not even gonna strive for survival. Listen, I don't have to be the fastest. I just gotta be faster than you. I know that. Yeah. Survival of the fittest. I wouldn't do that though. Of course not. Unfortunately, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, by the way, Roberto said, dude, I have a long flight in Chicago.
Head into California. Just show Jason's wrinkled head. All right, just show your fat belly. How about that one? I love you, dog. I retract my statement. That wasn't nice. You have no neck. Okay, so.
Like I said, that's not fair having an argument with a person.
Listen, that's my brother from another. That's the only dude I think he can literally show up in my house and my mom will let him in no matter how mad I am. Like, I have no privacy with this dude.
He says, love you too.
Love you too, my G. I wish I could have seen the kids, but the day his family came down, I ended up leaving. Mm-hmm. And that's another thing. When you check in, the whole boarding process is different. You got your passport and they scan your face.
Yeah. Like what's the latest for Royal Caribbean that you board? That's like 5, right? Or like 4?
It was 4:30.
Okay, just making sure. Because I'm going on a cruise on Royal Caribbean.
Where are you going?
Italy. So from Italy to Greece, Turkey.
Did you get a balcony?
No.
Why
the trip itself was already way too expensive. So I was just like, save where I can,
I need a balcony. That shit, let me tell you, you open the door, you have the wind blowing in, you got you in your bed tucked in like a burrito, yo. It's amazing.
Yo, Sergio Hernandez says, damn, that's messed up, G. You say the same thing to me. And then Roberto's like, we will never stop roasting on each other.
Listen, okay. I love you, Serge, okay? But just keep in mind, we're not young bucks anymore. How's your leg doing? I love you too.
Tukasa says, Icon of the Seas is a must.
Yes, Icon. So Icon is the biggest one they got.
Icon. I forgot which one.
But here's the downside to the cruise. And I'm going to be very honest. There's a lot of fucking kids, man. Yes. And even like if you go to like the adult area, it's so controlled in the sense that you kind of want to feel free. But when you're in the adult section, you feel like you're in Barnes and Nobles. There's like no action. And it's like, I didn't come here for this. Like, This is too peaceful.
That's like
you want to be in the mix.
God, I feel you.
Like you want to see shit. You want to hear conversations. Oh, I got to tell you what happened today. Yeah, I'm at the gas station and I'm just, I'm put gas in. This chick comes in and loud as fuck, ratchet as hell. I had to fuck another nigga just for him to get off my dick. And then I had to run his ass over. I start laughing. The gas attendant starts laughing. This is this morning. I'm thinking she's bullshitting. I look at her. I was like, damn, what you do to him? She's like, I had to. He was hiding underneath my car. I was like, bullshit. She takes me outside. Yo, I see hand marks on the side. Oh,
what?
It was like, okay, I'm back in Miami. Only in Dade, yo. Like, only in fucking. This lady literally said her ex was hiding underneath her car and she was sleeping. She was fucking another guy in the car while her ex. So he found out, she drove off. He's hanging on. I'm like, yo, you know what? This is too much for me. You have a nice day. Love, if you see this, it's love. But yo, your life is crazy, yo. Like, I still can't get, yo, imagine seeing handprints on the side of the car. Like,
I deadass think we're in a simulation because there's no fucking way.
Thank you. Like, that's how I felt. I'm like, yo, you really.
This is the type of shit you see in movies. There's no way this is real life.
This is Kendall. This is a suburb. Like, yo, this is shit you will hear like in the hood. But in Kendall? Like, the man was. What was he doing underneath the car? Like, that's next level shit. Listen, the most I ever done on Stalker is shit. I might have dropped by a crib, but like, that's
real
about
Miami
it.
shit for real.
Like, that shit is weird, bro. Like, that is some weird shit.
This is the type of shit that goes on Only in Dade. I bet, like, people from other states, they're like, I bet they see Only in Dade and they're like, this is all fake.
Love, she had red hair, tongue pierced, and booty shorts.
I believe that.
Like, I'm just like, bro, you're a hot mess. And she's looking at my contacts, and I was like, nope, I'm not entertaining this. But to say that out loud, like, I had to fuck another nigga for him to. So so you knew he was under the car and you drove anyways. Like that's. Whew. Yeah, wow. I don't need that negativity in my life. And speaking of negativity, let's talk about Am I the Asshole? Can we get into that? Let's talk about that.
Okay, you guys, we're going to do an Am I the Asshole story time. So you let us know if this person's the asshole or not, okay? All right, you ready, Jason?
Yes, ma'am.
Would I be the asshole for telling my husband his bio child was conceived to entrap him?
Elaborate, please.
I, 27 female, married now my husband, who is 32 male, last year. This is the second marriage for both of us, and we are annoyingly happy together and have a blended family with 3 amazing kids. I and my bio kids temporarily moved into my husband's house that he had bought with his ex-wife. He wanted in the divorce, and she has no interest in it, by the way, until we can find a bigger house to buy together. My husband is neurodivergent and just doesn't see certain things that has difficulty deep cleaning. No problem. I love organizing and cleaning, so I got this. However, while cleaning out closets and garage, I discovered that his ex left many of her personal belongings behind. And when she moved out about a year ago, before I met my husband, by the way, I'm not the other woman. This included old family pictures, papers, family mementos, and heirlooms. At first, we would send these things to her when she would pick up, my stepdaughter for her custody weekends, but she finally told us that she wasn't interested in receiving any more of her old things and asked that we just donate or throw away no matter what. All right, fine. After this, I found a box full of old college books and notebooks stashed in a crawl space. Yeah, I was feeling nosy and resentful for having to continue to clean up after her mess, so I flipped through one of her old notebooks that I found. Inside was a journal entry dated 7 months before the birth of my stepdaughter, detailing that she got pregnant when she purposely went off her birth control without telling my husband now because their relationship at the time was going down the drain. And she loved him and didn't want to lose him. So, in final conclusion, I have kept this knowledge from him so far because I don't want to cause him pain because I decided to be nosy. However, I'm also on the fence because this feels huge. She was very emotionally abusive towards him and constantly cheated on him during their entire marriage. But would use him getting her pregnant as a reason why she was with him, and he needed to support her and to take her back no matter what. My brain is so muddled right now. P.S. In case anyone is wondering, my stepdaughter is an adorable carbon copy of her dad in feminine form. It's uncanny, actually, so there isn't any doubt about paternity here. My only motive for telling him would be to try to alleviate some of his guilt around him being told by his ex that he was at fault for his pregnancy, which his ex used as an excuse to abuse or manipulate him. I have a lot of folks commenting on here about my stepdaughter somehow finding out if I told him and what damage that would do. But I can say with complete confidence that neither of us would ever tell her. She is absolutely innocent in all of this, and telling her would accomplish nothing but harm. I have no interest in hurting or harming anyone else involved here, not even his abusive ex. We are not in competition. This knowledge isn't something I'm trying to weaponize against her because I'm insecure. I'm not.
You see it?
What? Go.
That's French. See how I dropped the keys? Damn. Okay. So I'm gonna cook, but what are your thoughts on this? And what would you do?
Roberto's like, how many books she read? That's the question she's most yeah, she knows as fuck. She admitted it. Okay, so she was okay. The ex already knew she was snooping around and doing deep cleaning because she was giving her, like stuff. So this isn't like, oh my god, I can't believe you looked through my things. No, it's like you were well aware that this was gonna happen. Honestly, I don't think she'd be the asshole for letting her husband know that, hey, I know you feel guilty because your ex-wife is like giving you shit, but this is the truth. Your child was used as a trap.
Collateral.
Used collateral.
Collateral damage.
And as like, I don't think you should feel guilty. Like, And that seems like a good reason, to be honest. I don't think she'd be the asshole. But this whole situation is like really fucking messy. So I don't know. I feel like I have to let you cook because you're making this face right now where if I don't let you talk, you're just going to explode.
No, keep going.
No,
keep going.
I want to hear what you have to say.
They're just saying, if you go looking for shit, you're going to find it. With that being said,
that's true.
All right, you got to keep in mind key features to listen for: abuse, narcissistic, holding someone like a prisoner, to not let somebody go when you're on the back burner fucking doing foul shit to this person behind their back. That is ultra low. And as men, that is one thing that we fear, whether you're male or female. Nobody wants to be used. And to strategically, I have homeboys out there and myself, unfortunately, have been put in situations where the old keep a nigga baby type move, you know? And let me tell you, it'll mess you up mentally because especially if you's a real one, shorty, you may not like her, you may not want to fuck with her, but once there's a child involved, you know, there's so many things going through your head. It's my body, my choice. You don't have a say. You're at that person's mercy. So God knows if she was this toxic to document that shit, that's not some shit you just leave around. That was planted. That's how, in my opinion, that's how narcissistic and evil his ex is. Because listen, you do dirt, you get dirt. But if I'm doing some foul shit, I'm making sure that shit is buried deep in the sea like Jack Cousteau. Ain't nobody getting it. You planted that knowing. That's why you're like, oh, just discard it. It doesn't matter. No, because if it mattered, you would try to retrieve it. You want to basically get the last word. That's how evil certain people are. And with the child's innocent. You can't get mad at the child, but what it can do, it could do a lot of damage into him. It's a basically 50-50 type situation because, again, on the exterior, he could be strong, he could be solid. On the interior, he could be mentally breaking down. There's a lot of trauma that people go through, especially men. We don't speak up. You know what I'm saying? So imagine he has all these thoughts that he's kept bottled up. And if you give him that message, it can go one or two ways. You know what I'm saying? It could either be like closure, or it could basically open up a door that becomes so negative where he wants revenge. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. You fucked his life up intentionally. And not only did you fuck his life up intentionally, you brought an innocent life in order to do it. You weren't thinking about the child. You weren't even thinking about, you are a evil bitch.
That's crazy.
You a evil bitch. Listen, I'm unapologetic. I only speak truth. Someone of that caliber, you deserve everything bad that's coming to you, especially when you involve an innocent life. Now, with his new wife, here's where she's threading on, she needs to be careful, in my opinion. When you have somebody, if you go digging in the past, you'll jeopardize your future. Straight the fuck up. You'll jeopardize your future because you're holding on to something that could put I learned this through experience. Your past could dictate your future if you keep feeding into it. Let it go. Imagine being reminded about something that traumatized you.
What do you think would happen if she did tell her husband the truth?
Well, like I said, it could go one or two ways, right? If she were, in my opinion, she were to tell her husband and it was helpful and it went in the good way, it would give him closure, knowing that, okay, this is just an evil bitch. I'm not crazy. I'm not basically out of character. I'm not lacking as a man. I was doing everything right. That's on the good end. On the bad end, what it could do is have him look at his daughter a certain way. And the reason why is, I know it sounds fucked up, but your kids are half of your partner. So anything that reminds him of his ex can trigger him. This is where abuse comes from certain parents. Right. Because, you know, we hear it all the time, like, yo, the dad treats the daughter like shit because she looks so much like the mother, or vice versa. So you don't want to basically dig up things that could potentially cause damage. Is she an asshole for wanting to tell it? No. because in her eyes, at least from what she's saying on this passage, it's more of a closure thing. It's more of like, yo, he needs to know that he wasn't wrong. And sometimes that's important because, again, we don't know what's going on internally. You can only see, people only tell you what's going on. That's how we get the message, unless you know the person. And even then, a baby that doesn't cry doesn't get fed. So with that being said, Joe, I think his ex is an evil bitch. Straight up. This is why so many people are guarded up and don't want to fuck around and find out. I mean, to stop taking birth control. Listen, wow.
That's like...
Wow, that's entrapment.
But that's like the number one way to do it, though.
Okay, you don't have to... Okay, number one way to do what?
Entrap a guy.
Listen, I have a homie that he found out his ex used to poke holes in his condoms.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah. How can you... Holes?
You take a little thumbtack and...
Right, but you can like... Oh, man.
You're not looking for no little holes. You ripping that shit open. You know? Listen.
Wow.
In my case, right? I'll put my tea out there. Yeah, I remember I stopped messing with a chick. And the worst thing she said is, yeah, my period's late. Boy, listen here, man. And this is the shit. This is the shit that messed me up bad.
Your life flashed before your eyes.
Fuck yeah. Yo, dog, like, I don't care what any man says, yo. Two things that scare people, right? A real dude. Flying roaches.
Yo, that.
Right? and a chick that you don't want to have nothing to do with saying she might be pregnant. Okay, that is the, yo, when you talk about low, like, yo, I'm saying, yo, I'm done. I fucked up. I should have listened. Like, yo, when I said, yo, you ever cried in the shower? Like, yo, shorty said, yo, my period is late. And I'm like, okay, there was no plan Bs during this time.
Damn.
Okay, there is no plan B. Plan B is me taking a flight and changing my identity. Like that's the only plan B at the time. And it really, not for everyone, but for me, it made me focus up because it's like, damn, I don't like this girl. I don't stuck my junk in her. What the fuck is wrong with me? I couldn't even be mad at her. It was me. And this is where you got to hold yourself accountable. Like, yo, go for the woman you want, not the woman you can, yo. And that's where I jacked up.
Yo, Tukasu says that latex be making me think about just going into dad mode.
Yo, put it like this.
Oh my
when
God.
Shorty told me what happened, I wasn't working at the time. I got so many job applications, I didn't even know where to return them.
Bro.
I got into gear. Because, yo, the first thing is like, yo, this is it. Like, yo, my life is over. And the reason why you have to understand, what do we see out in the world? Miserable men, like, yo, like child support. You're thinking, yo, is it even mine? Because you know Shorty's messing around with other dudes, but she likes you, so she's saying it's yours. And you're just like, you bitch. But then her homegirl's like, Jay, she's fucking with you. She caught that shit like 2 weeks ago.
Bro.
Do you understand? I will listen. I will never forgive you. Ever forgive you.
Bruh.
I remember I had to tell my mom. And my mom, listen, you've seen my mom. My mom is a good Christian lady.
Stop. When you tell your mom, that's it.
No. My mom, I said, Mom, this girl said her period late. I'm not even 21, bro. Like, I'm fucking tripping, dog. Like, I'm going through it. My mom closes her Bible, looks me down my face, and she's like, you better know when these bitches is messing with you. My mama don't talk like that. My mama don't talk like that. Mom, when you said that, you gave me the confidence. Yo, I felt like Thor. I was like, yeah.
She had your back. She's like,
hell yeah. My mama had listen,
bro.
I felt, like, yo.
There's hope.
And then here's the fucked up part about it all. When shit like this happens, you get examples out of random. Like, my brother be like, yo, Jay, don't fucking have kids till you ready. Why is he saying that? He don't even know the situation, but he says that to me. So then it's like, damn, this bitch is actually pregnant. He wouldn't say that if she wasn't pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, it messes with you because one thing for me, I can't speak for other men out there. I don't want to be a bad father.
Right.
I don't want to have a child out of wedlock. I want to have not the perfect family, but I want to have a family.
Right.
I don't want shit to be broken because it sucks. You know, we all gone through experiences, and through all the turmoils that an individual goes through, he would never want his seed to go through that, male or female. And that's something that ran through my head. So with that being said, Joe, I think what happens is dudes can do the same thing that this chick did. You know how she stopped taking the birth control? Yo, when you lay with a dude, think about it, did you pull out? Niggas can lie about that shit too. I know dudes out there who have purposely got girls pregnant with no intentions of wanting to be a father, just because they're just narcissistic.
What the fuck? That's so. How does that make sense?
Because if she's so bad to him and beautiful, it's like, well, I left my mark on her. Yeah, there's some foul dude. Listen, I know some foul people out there. And unfortunately, sometimes just the kid suffers, or sometimes the mom and the kid suffers. Because the worst thing is to lay it up with a dude who has no intentions of being real with you. This is why I'm reserved the way I am. For y'all who think I'm being picky and shit, no, I'm not being picky. I just seen too many examples what happens when you fuck around and find out.
Careful who you fuck around with.
I'm not willing to do that. You can live your life, c'est la vie, you know, it is what it is. Me personally, I don't run towards problems. You know what I'm saying? I don't like creating problems.
Yeah, problems run towards you.
I solve them. I don't start shit. I finish it.
Problem run towards you and you solve them.
Listen, perception, either half full, half empty.
That's why animals come towards you, kids, people with good vibes.
Yeah, but that's kind of scary. Listen, so I was telling the crew, like, yo, it's weird because babies will run up to me and you hear them saying, I'm intimidating, but why is this little baby so comfortable to come into me or climb into my arms? Or why is this dog barking at everyone, but it comes near me? Or this cat, like, I don't know. Or why do people tell me the life story? I look at it as a blessing and a curse. The blessing is because it feels good being able to express love to people. Doesn't matter who they are, what they are, it feels good. But it's a curse because I'm an emotional person. And if I hear something foul, I take it as if it's my problem. And that fucks with my energy because I actually care. You could be a stranger, you know what I'm saying? And if I hear some horrible shit happen to you, I don't know you lick for shit, but I'm still going to have compassion. In this life, I have compassion. So it's very easy to be triggered by certain shit. And I just learned to accept it and process it. But with that being said, what would you do in a situation if, a man tried to knock you up intentionally? Like, what would go through your mind? Like, you're messing with this dude. You really know you don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know you don't like him, but you're just saying, fuck it, I just need to get one out. And this man tries to impregnate you.
Let me tell you something.
And now, wait.
Okay.
Now, he finishes and you're just there sitting quietly like, this motherfucker actually, as a woman, what would that do to you?
Okay. First of all, I would never put myself in that situation. But let's say I did. When you said, I didn't really like him, but I just want one out, rub one out or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, as a woman, you want to know how incredibly difficult it is. Like let's say I'm a single woman and I'm trying to have a one-night stand.
It's a lot easier for you, by the way.
Statistically speaking, I mean, it's okay. Yes, as a woman, it's probably easier to find a guy to have a one-night stand with. But statistically speaking, what are the chances of actually me achieving an orgasm out of that one-night stand? That guy doesn't know what I like. Why would I put myself in that situation?
I never thought about it that way.
Why would I put myself in a situation where I know that it's very likely I'm not gonna get me some? He will.
You're not gonna get your rocks off.
Exactly. But let's say in a hypothetical situation, I did make that mistake and I noticed, man, this fucking guy, he didn't pull out. I'm going straight to the toilet, cleaning myself up, and I'm going straight to CVS and getting myself a Plan B.
Well, damn.
And then I'm going straight to church.
Yo, Flavor Flav. Listen. You kind of messed me up right now because I never really thought about it that way. Because I have talked to some of my homegirls and sex is cool, but what really touches them is when the cuddling, the secureness afterwards, laying the head on my chest and scratching their back. Or, you know, when you guys go to your side and you're like sleeping and I'm just scratching your back and you stop and you just like, you're like a pet. Like,
let me tell you, men are very easy to at least please in that kind of sense because, like, okay,
Simps are.
Right. I want to say most men who are, you know, involved like in a one night stand, it's a lot easier for guys to fuck and not get attached.
Yeah.
You know, for some women it's harder because, you know, let's say she kind of builds a bond with him, you know, after flirting, they have sex. Let's say it ends up good. She gets her rocks off. All the more reason to be like, wow, this guy like
try to keep a nigga baby type move.
Let me see if I can, you know, I can change and maybe he'll date.
What is that all about? Now that we're getting into that topic, let's talk about it because I don't understand that shit. As a man, I can only speak for myself and what I've been through. I can't speak for Lewis. I can't speak for. I can only speak in general, right? Most dudes, listen, I don't. Me personally, I go for what I want, not what I can get. And you have to have that discipline. That's not cockiness. It's because, you know what I'm saying? When you go for what you can get, expect the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? I know what I like.
But
I know what type
don't know that.
You're right. But it's also the same thing. And I think, you know, they say, you know, men, we get horny, you know, and call it a day. But a woman is internal. Like, she has to let you in. So I think, you know, like when women cheat, she has to like the dude. When men cheat, he just has to be horny. And I know that's a fucked up reality for some people to accept, but that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I could show a big titty bitch right now and all right, I find that attractive. I don't like her. I don't care to know her name. I don't care none of that. But a woman could see a good looking dude from what I understand. They'll see a good looking dude, but they want to know the character.
Yeah, it's all mental. Like, that's what I was going to tell you.
Mental
like,
stimulation.
It's mental stimulation, you guys. You know, you are at a bar or a club and you see this really cute girl and you decide to shoot your shot, whatever that may be. She gives you like a glance, you know, a vibe, and you're like, oh, wow, she didn't turn away or walk away or roll her eyes. Like, you know, she probably looked at you longer. Maybe she's starting to approach you. You know, you buy her a drink. You guys are talking. Like, that entire conversation and you trying to flirt with her, like, that is your opportunity to mentally like stimulate her. Give her like the ammunition for her to like, because a lot of girls will fantasize.
Well, yeah, we learned that with 50 Shades of Grey. You
know, though, I mean, not to be a little dramatic, but like every girl's different. But in one way or another, she'll probably fantasize, be like, oh, you know, if he's playing all his cards right, and like, let's say he's her type, she'll probably fantasize like, okay. And let's say she's like the freaky kind where she'll, you know, probably do like a one night stand. Because some girls won't do that. They'll just be like, okay, give me your number or Instagram and we'll talk later.
I hate
and
that.
maybe a week later.
See, that's what's different between your generation and mine. I ain't dealing with that shit.
It's scary. Like, you don't know this person. And yeah, they're cute, they're flirty, they're like, you know, checking some of the right boxes. But like, again, to be a woman in Miami and anywhere really, you know, this guy's cute and all, but how for sure can I be that he's not like
gonna use me,
gonna like
murder me, chop me up in pieces,
chop me up, grape me, you know what I mean? So it's all about that. Always plays into a girl's mind. Always. This is something you got to know. If you don't know her at all, if like she's a friend of a friend or you kind of know her, it makes things easier because it's like it builds that trust. Like, okay, you're this person's friend. Like, okay, all right, that makes things a little more interesting.
So I have had my fair of one night stands, right?
Okay.
How do I say this without being a dick? Those shorties that I ended up having my interaction with, you know, I have more respect for them than the ones who play the game.
What does that mean?
Because, like, yo, I guess you got some people who will entertain the bullshit. I don't like to entertain the bullshit. If I'm feeling you, you feeling me, let's get it cracking.
Like
I'm
entertain and not pull out, you mean?
like entertain just like, you know, like some people still want to see if they still got it.
Flirt just to flirt.
Just flirt to flirt. It's not sincere.
Right.
I can't respect that shit.
A lot of people like doing that.
Why? More on the female side. Why are so many women like that?
Okay. All right. So
in your opinion,
let me be really honest.
I'm curious.
Okay, let me be so completely honest with you right now. So personally,
just want to say it's bullshit.
Okay, wait.
Not your opinion. Just the whole situation itself. It's
okay.
Some bullshit.
I'm gonna be very honest. There are some times where I don't want to get physically intimate with my man.
You're fucking lying.
No.
Right
Wait, listen to me. And it's you know, sometimes I'm tired or sometimes whatever. Like sometimes I just like don't have it in me. But sometimes I still want to get like mentally stimulated. So so you know how sometimes you know when you have a girlfriend and sometimes you know the girlfriend likes to play around with the boyfriend, you know, and he's like, oh stop, like you're gonna get me excited or whatever, and then she's just like, you know, for her it's just games, like oh my god, like make it go up or oh no, let me rub your back or let me like scratch your head, and these are indicators for him to be like, whoa, like that feels good, like let's take it a step further. But for her it's like, no, I just want to do this because it's fun. You know, sometimes girls do that because it's fun. And for me, and for a lot of women, like they like to flirt just to flirt because it's more exciting that way.
That's fucking evil. Listen to me. That is evil. Do you know what blue balls are?
Yes.
Do you know how painful it is? You're gonna wake up Darth Vader and you about to wake him up to tell him to go to sleep.
Now let me
Can
tell
you
you,
imagine if I woke you up and be like, I know you're sleeping, babe, but go back to sleep. Like, yo, that's literally what you do. I would be livid. I would be. Y'all evil.
You're right.
Y'all evil.
Just because I like doing it doesn't mean I do it all the time. Because I respect.
But you do it nonetheless.
I have boundaries because you know. Okay, it's funny because
you get enjoyment out of this.
So
do you?
No, not all the time. I don't know.
Oh my God. So
I definitely remember a conversation the other day where I mentioned like, oh, you know, sometimes girls get blue balls, and I didn't mean it in the sense like literally. I don't know like what the equivalent for girl blue balls is, but I just say blue balls because I'm just like, I don't know what the girl equivalent is, so I'm just gonna say it the way it is. And my man's like, oh, like girls like don't get blue balls, and I'm like, well, technically, like what is it? So he explained it to me. He's like, oh, it's like pain or whatever, and I'm like, it's like a swift
kick to the balls.
I don't get pain, I just get angry. Like if you turn me on and you don't do anything about it, I just get angry. I'm like, why are you not like doing anything about it? I rage. And he's like, oh, you see, I'm like, oh, I guess you're right, it's not blue balls. I don't know what to call it, but just know that that's what I mean. But you know,
y'all some special creatures, yo.
Yeah.
Y'all literally wake a man up. Yo, so like if I learned something new today.
So like if I'm single and I'm at a club, like I'm not the type to, you know, do like a bunch of like one night stands or whatever. I'm more of a relationship type girl. Like I want to talk to you. I want to, you know, flirt around. Like I want to date you. Like that's me. But if I'm single and at a club and I see a cute guy and the vibe's right, I'm like, okay, he seems like cool people, I'll flirt.
Old man put the devil sign up. That's evil, Dad. I'm telling you, that's evil.
And if he's like I'll be like, okay, if at that point the guy's like, oh, you know, like let's go back to my place or whatever, I'm like,
oh my God, you play hooky.
I can't.
Like, yo, do you know what that is literally the greatest example of chicken.
It's like I'm shy, no.
Oh, you're shy. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute.
I'm flirty shy, but like to do it, then I'm shy because I don't know you like that.
So let me get this straight. Women will back that ass up. Grind on a dude. Some women, not all. We're gonna talk about
because I also wanted to point it out that like this is me and some women also do this, but like every woman is different because like Jason said, he has been in plenty of situations where he's had one night stands. There are women who are definitely not shy at all. They're very promiscuous, outspoken, and you know what? They know who they are. They're confident that way, and that's good for them.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
As long as you own your actions, I'm cool with it. You can't play victim for your own behavior. You get what I'm saying? Right. But what messes me up, and I think Lewis agrees on this one, is You're telling me that there's certain women out there who will intentionally wake up the monster just to put it back to sleep. That's like me poking a lion with a stick and then getting surprised when this motherfucker tries to eat me. We're primal. Listen, we have 2 gears, all right? It's either go or reverse. There is no neutral, all right? With y'all, we gotta know how y'all move, where your soft spot is, if it's your neck, if it's your foot, if it's your ankle, if it's your back, if it's your ear, is it scratching? Like, there's so much chemistry involved, but yet, as simple as we are, you're telling me there's women who do that? That's just evil. That's evil. That is real fucking evil.
There's women that won't purposely do it like all the time because it's obviously like, okay, even though I don't know what it feels like, I sympathize. I'll try not to do it.
I understand what you're saying, but okay. So in your defense, I could kind of understand it because that's your man's. You get what I'm saying? Like that's your man. Like it's like that's mine. I get to play with it when I want and put it away when I want.
Because he's a boy and he has a boy part, and like at least in our brains, it's like, whoa, like that's cool. We don't look down and like, wow, a penis. No, we don't think that because we don't see that because obviously we're girls. So like when we see our mans, it's like, oh wow, like that's cool. So sometimes we want to like play with it.
You know what? But I ain't gonna front because there's times where shorty be like, make it grow, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
And then make it move.
Yeah, like make it wiggle, and I'm looking at them like, you seriously? Like I had people ask me like, I want to see you use the bathroom. And I'm like, what? Like, you want to see me pee?
Because it's something that when growing up, we don't do it. We don't think about it. We're obviously in separate bathrooms. We're never exposed to it.
For your partner to be like, I want to see you pee now. That's like me saying, I want to see you shit. Like that's invasion of privacy.
Bro, I understand. I know. But it's just like, imagine you're finally at a certain age, whether you're with your partner and you're being intimate, and your partner tells you, "Yeah, I can make it move," and you're like, "No way, that guys can do that." It's like what? It's a what moment?
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is so wild. Like I'm learning shit today. Okay, I didn't.
So don't be surprised if you're with a girl and she's like, "Oh my god, wow!" Like that's not it's not a surprising reaction.
But you know what? I feel like you guys feel like it's bragging points because there's been times where, like, you know, with my past partners, I'm in a pool and you purposely do shit so I can't get out the pool. You literally will be on me on the pool, get out the pool, like, come out. No, like, you know I can't get out. And y'all like, seek enjoyment out of that. It's like, yeah, I did that. Why are y'all like that? Why?
It's the power of like, yeah, like it's kind of like a confidence boost in a way because it's like, okay, that's my man, and I make it grow like me. So it's kind of like playing
embarrassing
around.
Him brings pleasure.
I mean, if you put it that way,
think about it. If you as your man's in a pool right now and there's people there and you do that.
I wouldn't do that. Like, okay, there are things that we do in private, and then there are things that we do in public. If we're in a public setting on vacation,
you may not do that, but there's certain girls who do.
That's why I'm telling you, every woman is different. You know, like the points they have in their head, where like what turns them on. It's just different.
Well,
but it happens nonetheless.
Today, I learned a lot, and I have a new perspective. I mean, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. It happens. I think that's so crazy, and that it's beautiful at the same time because it's like a new level of achievement. It's like, okay, now we're there. I just find it hilarious because we're so different, but we're literally the same.
Is there anything from a guy's point of view that makes you like have the same reaction towards women? Like, wow, I can't believe you can do that. You know?
Oh hell, listen, Linda, honey, listen, Linda, listen.
Because let's switch it up.
Man, at least for me, again, I can only speak for myself. Mm-hmm. Nothing makes me happier than being able to please my partner in a way where it's like, yo, you know, when you put it down and you get that morning text, it's like, yo, I'm still thinking about you. It's like, yeah, I got that. Then, you know, or I didn't know I could do that. That is the best statement ever, at least for me, like, I don't know about you, Lewis, like when the shorty says, yo, I didn't even know my body can do that. That's what basically like, yeah, I did my job. Like, yo, I'm the first to do it. You know, like it's kind of y'all the same way because you technically want to be the first to do everything with your partner.
Mm-hmm.
But when men achieve that level where it's like, yo, we get compliments that we know are genuine, because let's be 100, some females just cap to keep a dude in check. But there's certain shit where it's like, oh, wow, you know, like, damn, I really put it down. All right. Kudos to me. And you can't really, and it kind of sucks because if you're like me, I don't spill my tea. So I can't be going to my boy like, yo, I did this. Like, I got to keep that shit to myself. I'm like, damn.
Damn, you don't gossip to your besties?
Fuck no.
Damn.
Let me tell you something.
No.
Hells no.
Wow.
The reason why I will never, ever do that is, number one, what I do is my business. Two, and I know this might sound, you're my woman. I don't need my man's knowing anything about you.
Okay.
Because an opportunist is waiting right by the door. And if you think for 1 second that somebody won't try to take what's yours, you dead wrong. And to me, it's like, I respect myself. I respect my partner, because a lot of times what ends up happening, especially when we were younger, you know, you got the dude, and Louis, I know you concur, you got that one homeboy who's like, yo, I fucked that chick, and shows you the pictures and whatnot. Now he ends up liking the girl. But now he can't wife the girl up because you don't put her business out there on Front Street. So what do you tell people? Oh, she a hoe, she crazy, da, da, da. No, you just basically fucked up because you wanted to show out, and now you're embarrassed because you put her business out there when you know you should have kept quiet. Keep it real. Let's keep it real. This is why I don't like these red pill dudes, because that's how they are. They talk shit about women they like because they fucked it up. So they'll make a reason for her to look crazy when they can't own up to them being stupid. Mm-hmm. And that's me personally, what stays in my home, that's where I lay my head. That's my partner. You don't put your shit on Front Street like that. Right. You can't. Like, have you ever heard me talk about anything deep, intimate with any of my exes?
No, you just say, oh, I have a story, but I obviously I don't know who your exes are personally. But if we have a story time or I ask you like, hey, like, have you ever been in a situation? You're like, yeah, I've experienced this. And you tell me, but you don't really go into detail. You respect people's privacy.
You have to, because listen, words can get cross-contaminated real quick. The wrong message to the right person can do some real fucking damage. And that's where it's like, yo, a lot of times, like, if my boy, I have homies that will tell me what they do with their chick. I'm like, don't tell me that. Why? We're boys, nigga. You're not going to fuck my chick. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to fuck your chick, but I'll look at her different.
Damn.
You have an image to protect, the image of your relationship. So when you want to be out here, think about it this way. One of the most famous people right now for their fucking toxic relationship is Blueface, right? He put all that business out there and then catches feelings when dudes want to go investigate. If you put up a for sale sign, trust me, you're going to find a buyer.
Wow.
And that's literally what you're doing when you're bragging about something special for you. This is where you got to separate the boys from the men. Men don't do that shit. Boys do that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like me bragging about my car. If I keep bragging about my car, having a system and all that shit, guess what? I'm going to get robbed. I'm going to get took. Why? Because I advertised it. Your words, you got to be careful. You manifest that shit. People are very envious. Betrayal only comes from people you're close to, not strangers. So that's why I personally keep my shit uptight and I don't, fuck around and find out.
Next time, you with the shorty and things gonna go down. Okay, so there was this line from a TV show that recently came out, Fallout. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Okay, so this isn't really a spoiler. This is just a line from the show, but it's so funny. I just have to say it. One of the characters is like, oh, you want to have sex? And the other character goes like, he doesn't know what it is. Like, what do you mean? Oh, I had a buddy say that, you do things and then your cock explodes.
What?
And then... oh my God, I laughed out loud. Oh my God, it was so funny. I'm like, no way, this is what? So now I look at my man and I'm like, every time I want some, I'm going to tell you, I want to make your cock explode. And it's like you only know what it means if you watch the show. And it's so funny.
I feel like that's something,
Please watch it, and you'll see the scene, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, stop!" I can't believe it.
You know what kind of messed me up? There's a show called Love Spectrum, Love Spectrum.
Love on the Spectrum.
And that shit made me feel good, but sad at the same time.
Why?
Because like these people have autism, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a part where he kisses the girl, and the look that she gives him, and she's all joyous. She's like, "Thank you." Like that shit is warm. And then I'm like, damn, I'm lonely as fuck. like that. I like the show, but then I'm like, damn, man, I'm really lonely right now, bro. Like, I don't mind being alone. I don't like being lonely. There's a difference,
Yo,
you know?
I feel you.
Like, you're looking at that, and it's like, you don't want what they have, but you see that it's so genuine. It brings back those vibes, like that high school love. It's like, damn, man. You know, shit, man, I should whack myself in the head and, you know, become a little bit slow. Might have better chances. You know what? I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I retract my statement. I'm wrong for that one. But
You let your intrusive thoughts win on that one.
yeah, definitely. I think when it comes to like certain reality shows or shit like that, those inside jokes are funny because they touch us in a way. Like, someone's like, imagine you at the club, right? You vibing with shorty and whatnot. You walk into her car. She's like, "I want to make your cock explode." Like, yo, how do you receive that? Like, how do you respond to that? Like, I'm like, all right.
Like, it's just.
I don't even know what to say, and I always have a word for everything. I would be like,
speechless.
Imagine coming across a person who is quite like just can't fathom being very subtle, you know, taking subtle cues, nonverbal communication is always literal and factual. And so shorty comes up to you and she's like, "Oh, I want to make your cock grow and explode it with like semen or whatever." Like she's very literal, and it's like, you can't just say you down for some.
No,
you know?
I think I'll
like
be turned
slang.
off. That's like a serial killer vibe, yo. Like that's like some serial killer vibe. You go into detail, like, what are you, a fucking scientist? Like, yo, what are you talking about?
Makes
like,
you a little uncomfortable, and you're like,
well, that's the thing. So there's a content follower I used to follow. It's called Damn Homie. And the skit that made her blow up is she's walking on the street and some dude is catcalling her from the car. And she says, "Fuck it." She goes up to the car, gets in. She's like, "All right, pull it out." And the dude's like, "Huh?"
huh?
And he's like, but he's like, "Nah, you're talking all that shit. Pull it out. What's up?" And he's like, "That's what I thought." And she gets out the car. And he's like, "But it's big though." Like, you know, like he jams up. And
I love her for that.
But that's how real it is. Cause yo, you know how many times I've been out, especially like going to Mango's, Blue Martini, or any club. Yo, my homie talking mad shit. Shorty roll up on him like, "So what's good, pa?" My boy be like,
"No
"You
way."
hear that swallow?" That's all they do. And I'm just looking at, like, bro, like, listen, I'm not the cutest man, but I put in work. All right. But if a shorty rolled up to me like that, hey, I listen, at that point, it's in God's hands. If you mess with me, I mess with you. But at the same time, I ain't gonna cap.
You flirt.
It will be a turn on and a scary situation.
She calls your bluff, and you're like planting. You're like, "I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far."
Facts. Exactly. Facts. It's like, shit. Honestly, I didn't think you were gonna bite. I didn't think this part through. What do we do now?
Can I buy you a drink?
Nah, see, that's even too much confidence right there. I'm like, at that point, my blood is rushing. So it's like,
Jason.
See, what happened was, but even then,
you chickened out.
Nah, I can't, because I'll be mad at myself. I have to commit, even if I don't know what I'm doing. So at that point, I feel like a 7-year-old child. Like, just take me. Like, you know, if you tell me what to do, I'm going to do it.
Oh my God.
I'm here to satisfy your need. I just want to please you. That's it. But for the most part, yo, that's the nature of the thing. It's a game of hooky if you think about it, because that's how you met your man. That's how I met my ex. That's how he met his chick that he was messing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a game of hooky, and we gonna find out who chickened out first. And 9 out of 10 times, yo, it's us guys who chicken out.
Stop, because let me actually tell you. So for obviously those of you who don't know, I was friends with my man for
You
a
baited
few
him.
years before we started officially going out. And so there was a time where we were a few months before we officially started dating, obviously we were single. We had similar friend groups and we went out with a friend group, and this happened on multiple occasions. I was definitely the type to be very like flirty but subtle. The type where I had to have him questioning, like, oh wow, like, maybe leave him going home thinking, damn, she kind of cute. Damn, what does she mean by that? Like,
You dropping little seeds.
Dropping little seeds, but I promise you guys, if he would have done the like, all right, fine,
Then
like,
not mean you're her.
not mean you hurt, call my bluff. I would dead ass be like, what? I look like a fool. I literally had to tell him, like, I'm so glad that you didn't call my bluff, or that, you picked up on some of the hints and you were like, fuck it. Like, let's do this. Cause I was working through it. Okay. Taking my time.
I'll be real with you. There was a time I was young. As you guys know, I have vulgarity in my language when I was young, very much vulgarity. And I mean, I was the loose cannon, and, we're at the studio and whatnot. And I thought Shorty was cute, but, I don't have game. I don't have game. I don't care. You can have game. I don't. You just hear my story. You either fuck with it or you don't. So we're talking. I don't know how we got into the topic. Shorty reveals that she has an IUD, and I start celebrating. And okay. I didn't catch myself, but I celebrated because I was like, yo, that's bad as fuck, bro. Like, because I'm feeling her, but blindly, like, I didn't tell her I was feeling her. But when she said that, I was like, woo, like, yo, you can't get pregnant. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, what are you getting excited for? And when she said, what are you getting excited for? I was like, huh?
You did it. Oh
no,
my
I did.
God.
And I was like,
you
but here's where
you guys.
But I when she called me out, I was like, huh? Like, my intrusive thoughts won, because I was like, did I say this shit out loud? Did I really just celebrate? But it worked, because when I said, huh? That same night, she hit me up like, so we doing this or what? Address, let's go.
Period.
Yeah, but she also ended up being crazy. But for the last, no, real shit, like real shit. Listen, when it's certain situations, as I have learned as becoming an adult, there's just certain things that you go, I didn't to do no. But in all fairness, that's literally how it is. Like, at least for me, all my interactions are comical, because I be freezing up. Like, yo, I'll be professional. Like, yo, I just want to let you know that, I'm feeling you, da-da-da. I will be that way. And it's not so much of a bluff. The reason I'm like that, because I can't look myself in the mirror if I know I didn't try. I'd rather look stupid than do nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see a cute chick, like, I was with my boy Josh when we were at the beach. We went to Wynwood. Shorty looked at me. You looked at me, I look at you. You look back, I look back. Ah, shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to say, but hey, we here now. What's up?
Did you do it?
Oh, yeah.
How'd it go?
I got her information, and I found out she was for the streets.
Ooh.
But I can't be mad at that, because at least she not only that, she kept it real with me. Okay. The reason I say she's for the streets, she's not looking
for anything serious.
Yeah, okay. And that's what I mean for the streets. I don't mean she's a hoe. Like, when I say she's for the streets, she's out there having a good time. So she's not trying to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not in that league anymore. You know what I'm saying? I could still have fun, but if I'm going to have fun, I have to know your history. I got to know who you are. Those days of me just jumping in, jumping out, chances of that, slim to none, because I just don't want to deal with the headache. That's just me, though. But before we close out, yo, this has been one hell of a topic.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Y'all evil.
No, before we close out, definitely next week we are going to have a special guest come on. So definitely tune in for that, you guys. Guest next week.
And where can they find you?
Oh, you guys, you can find me on Instagram. It's my name, Natalie, 2 I's, 2 E's, _01.
Yeah, and it's your gearhead, Mr. Logic, you know what I'm saying? You can find me on Logic142 on Instagram. So I could talk like a totally toast dude, like, we go surfing and whatnot.
First of all, you just transition from like country to like surf
it's
up,
like,
dude.
yeah, dude, you know, it's like totally gnarly, bro. Like, you just gotta let the waves just coast and shit. But then you gotta also go, you know, country talk and, you know, keep it going like a good backbone of, you know, tomahawk ribs and shit like that. Or you
What
can
is he-
basically be like a repertoire.
Stop, because what does he remind you of? Like with those blue ass eyes, speaking
My
country.
repertoire. My
No, speaking
repertoire,
country.
because my name is Jacques
Do it again.
Rousseau.
Do it again. Look at him and
Mike Owens.
I don't know who Mike Owens is, but let me
Lightning
tell you
McQueen.
something, man. When you got that barbecue on that Route 66 and that Luke Bryan playing in the back of your truck and that blonde blue angel girl.
wait, but you know those shows where it's like humans but also aliens mixed up together, but the aliens kind of look like humans, but you know they're aliens because their eyes are different
Skinwalkers?
colors, or like, you know, that's what he's like sounding like.
Listen, I could change it up. See, this is how romantic I am. I could switch it up, yo. I could be like, baby, you know, your body is like a croissant. I just want to break you. Or I could sound like Dracula, I just suck your blood, or, you know, country. Or I could talk
Christ.
like a nerd, you know, like I just feel like the cosmos in the sky, you know, when you got the atoms and you split them, it's so generic. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you're a really good person.
Why does he sound like
What?
like
I'm
he's
all
trying
over
to
the place.
sound like a nerd, but he's sounding like one of those girls. Like
Oh,
the man version of a
Oh, I can play
girl.
Mean Girls all good. Like, girl, let me tell you something, man. This boy did not. Nah, I can't do it. I can't. I'm all over the place. You can find me on Logic 142. I don't know where I was going with this. Make sure this is your first time. You hit that like and subscribe button, yo. We love y'all.
We love you guys.
We're back, yo. We're doing it big. We got our guests coming on. I got a couple guests coming on too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a crazy month for y'all,
It's
yo.
difficult juggling 9 to 5s, but we're doing it. We're doing it for you guys.
We're doing it big.
We love you.
And as you know, this is one thing for sure, two things for certain, baby. Holla.
Woo! Woo!
I don't know what I was going with it, but apparently it